you ever cooked fettuccine Alfredo before and it didn't turn out quite perfect? If you want to learn how to make the best fettuccine Alfredo you've ever had, stick around. I've been cooking this recipe for about 25 years and I think I've just about perfected it now. So forget everything you know about the fettuccine Alfredos of the past and start new with this one with grilled lobster, plus the perfect wine pairing. I'm Hannah Belmar. I'm a gastro-sommelier, meaning culinary science and wine expert. My niche expertise is taking food and wine and pairing them perfectly together. Are you ready to become an awesome cook with one of the world's most beloved recipes up your sleeve? Let's get started. Apron's on. Let's get going. Barbecue is getting hot. The water is boiling for the pasta. Oh, I haven't done this in a long time. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your service, buddy. I've been a chef for many years, and I know everything that we eat comes from an animal that was alive at one point. And I know that boiling lobster is torturous because they actually stay alive for several minutes. And this is the most humane way of killing them, but I'm also an animal activist, so this isn't that easy. So our lobster is on the barbecue. 100% the best way to cook lobster is on the barbecue. Never boil lobster. It is such a shame. You ruin the consistency of that beautiful flesh. On the barbecue, you maintain that juicy, sweet. So we're gonna heavily salt the pasta water as soon as it's boiling. If you add the salt before it boils, it actually will take slightly longer to boil because it elevates the boiling temperature of the water. Did you know that these are also edible? Any form of campanula, which is actually the state flower of my province here in Sweden, Dalarna, are edible. As far as I know, all forms of campanula are edible. Today I chose not to make my own pasta dough. I bought some fantastic quality pappardelle. So it's actually a pappardelle Alfredo, not fettuccine, but I prefer the thicker noodle like this. It's an egg noodle, which I definitely recommend buying an egg noodle. It is so worth the small price difference. For this recipe, I'm gonna grate our cheese. Beautiful Parmesan. So this is the key factor for this recipe. Never mind what pasta you buy, never mind what cream you buy, never mind what protein. This is where it's at. 100% the most important part. You want to get real Parmesan. You can buy it at pretty much any store. Make sure it says Parmigiano Reggiano. And then the more aged they are, the more flavorful they're going to be. And they're just so beautiful and nutty and buttery and fruity. And it is such a unique flavor. You cannot replicate it. So we're going to grate up lots and lots of Parmesan. We'll throw in a nice handful of salt. Actually, let's make it 2. There we go. And in goes our pasta. All right, pappardelle is boiling. I'm so excited. Oh, if you guys haven't tried real egg pasta, you don't have to make it. You can buy it, and it's still unbelievably good. Right, so we're gonna turn on this hot plate. It doesn't really matter what you turn it on to. I'm going to turn it on max just for a few moments, and then I'm going to turn it down a little bit. The point here is that we really want to heat up our cream. We're going to use half of it. The Parmesan, you don't want to actually cook it. You just want it to slowly melt in kind of a warm cream. The cream is heating up, steaming off the heat. Now we're going to add in our Parmesan. So we're gonna add a little bit more. This is just gonna kind of slowly melt on its own. If you ever have any food and wine questions, feel free to write to me in the comments below and I'll be sure to help you out. Let's chop up some fresh parsley. Nice fistful. Oh, the smell of fresh... the smell of fresh parsley. Oh, and I should pick some edible flowers from our edible flower garden that finally started to blossom. So we finally got some today. So we should throw those on top of our pasta. Right now we're gonna finely chop the parsley. One thing about flat leaf parsley is you do really want to finely chop it because it's no fun to have a whole leaf. It really is like eating a leaf. Right, so we definitely don't want to overcook the lobster. So I'm gonna take those off. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go in with my hands. No point in dirtying a utensil. I want to salt it. And super, super important, at least to me in the fettuccine Alfredo, is pepper. Cheese and pepper are just an incredible combination. The pepper kind of gives you that kick and that bite and breaks away from that fatty, salty richness. And they complement each other beautifully. So really, you can't overdo it with the pepper. I love pepper. Our daughter is obsessed with pepper. If we don't stop her, her entire plate will be covered with pepper to the point where you think like she's never going to eat it, but she actually eats it and loves it. Just give it a nice stir. Wow, close up. All right, let's test our pasta. That's perfect. Super important not to rinse the pasta. We want all those starches still stuck to the pasta for the sauce to really adhere to it and soak up that luscious sauce. One whole lobster just for me, and one whole bowl of incredible fettuccine Alfredo just for me. It is my absolute favorite food in the world. All right, I cannot wait any longer. I'm ready to assemble. Oh, our sauce. We're gonna grab some of our pasta. I actually love it when the pasta kind of gets lumped together. You know when you cook spaghetti and you forget to stir it and there's like a big lump, like a wad of spaghetti stuck together? That's kind of my favorite thing. Look at that. Amazing. Listen to this noise. So creamy, so luscious, so satisfying. Lots of parsley. Love the parsley. And I just got our lobster off the barbecue. Just really needs, 10 minutes at most on the barbecue, depending on how hot the barbecue is. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to de-shell the lobster. It's a little bit hot. What I actually forgot is that I usually grill it on the shell side down first and then flip it. Now I did it the opposite. It's better to grill it on the shell side down because the shell acts kind of like an oven. So the shell will heat through the meat quicker than just heating the meat side down. And then you flip it to get those nice grilled marks. Grilled lobster. Look at that. I can't believe that my favorite food is this simple. It's so fast. It's so easy. So incredible. And we're going to add in some more Parmesan. Never have enough Parmesan. This right here, this is the ultimate fettuccine Alfredo. If you think you love boiled lobster, just wait until you've had barbecued lobster. It will change your world. It is 1,000 times better. But what about the wine pairing? My absolute favorite wine to have with fettuccine Alfredo is Barbera d'Alba, or Barbera. Barbera is the grape from northern Italy that is high in acid. It is red berry forward. It is just gorgeous and perfect with fettuccine Alfredo, which actually is not the easiest sauce to pair with. Even though it's cheesy, salty, creamy, Parmesan can be difficult. But today, since it's a seafood Alfredo, I'm going to serve it with a beautiful, oaky, buttery California Chardonnay, one of my favorites. Don't forget to subscribe and hit all notifications so you don't actually miss out when I post a new video. Give the video a like if you liked it, and you can also join my community if you want some free printouts about food and wine pairing tips and tricks. Here's the recipe for my perfected fettuccine Alfredo with grilled lobster.